fact, it says that on election night, Melania was in tears and not of joy. First ladies, they're just like us. So you didn't cry on election night?
Oh, no, that is true.
Oh, what about the claim that you and your husband sleep in separate rooms?
That is a lie. I haven't slept since the election.
Husband likes to be in bed by 6:30 with a cheeseburger.
Oh, it is true. That's why we don't share a room. There is no space for me with cheeseburger.
Said that she supported her husband's decision to run for president. She was confident he would win and was very happy.
President-elect arriving in D.C. Melania did not take part in the customary First Lady meeting with Dr. Jill Biden today. Apparently she had crying, right? I have no idea why Melania skipped the meeting with Jill Biden, but if I had to guess, I'd say maybe it's because
she's not showing up tomorrow. Is she going to move back into the White House? What do we know?
Well, there's a lot of speculation right now, and I've heard from a lot of sources that they don't expect presidency.
She'll be wherever he...
Did Melania Trump really cry when her husband won the election? Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert think so, and they're not holding back. In a hilarious tag team roast, these late-night kings are serving up some spicy jokes about the First Lady's reaction. But watch out, Donald Trump isn't laughing, and his face is turning as orange as his spray tan with rage. Imagine Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert, two of TV's funniest guys, joining forces to roast the Trumps. It's like comedy Christmas came early, folks.
When you see Donald Trump sitting in front of a portrait of George Washington, you realize how ridiculous this whole thing is. Melania did not take part in the customary First Lady meeting with Dr. Jill Biden today. Apparently she had crying in the dark scheduled for this morning. And oh, no, she can't come. Please give her my be best, okay? Melania's office did release a statement. The statement said, Melania declined the First Lady's invitation to visit, which I'm sure Jill Biden was heartbroken.
Kimmel, known for his deadpan delivery and biting sarcasm, has been poking fun at Trump for years. Remember when he called Trump Grumpy Trumpy and suggested he needed more fiber in his diet? Classic Kimmel. On the other hand, Colbert's witty wordplay and political satire have earned him a reputation as the thinking person's comedian. He once referred to Trump as Donnie Diapers during a segment about the former president's alleged incontinence issues. But now, these late-night legends are teaming up, and it's a big deal. It's like Batman and Superman joining forces, but instead of fighting crime, they're fighting bad hair and worse policies. This collaboration is so unprecedented, it's making waves in the comedy world. It's like mixing peanut butter and jelly for the first time. Who knew it could be so good? Their combined comedic power is off the charts.
You know, last time Trump got elected, he took forever to fill his cabinet spots. Some of the spots he had, he never even filled, but this time the clown car is filling up fast. That's how it goes in the Trump White House. We thought it would be crazy. It is so much crazier than anyone ever imagined. You show up crammed into a little Volkswagen and you leave under a bus. And you will not believe some of the people he wants to hire. I mentioned last night his pick for Secretary of Defense is one of the hosts of Fox and Friends Weekend, Pete Hegseth. That's Pete. Trump wrote, with Pete at the helm, America's enemies are on notice.
Kimmel's ability to deliver zingers with a straight face complements Colbert's more theatrical approach perfectly. It's like they're finishing each other's insults. When Kimmel starts a joke about Trump's orange complexion, Colbert jumps in with a punchline about solar panels. It's comedy gold, I tell you. And let's not forget, political comedy is hot right now. Late-night TV ratings soar when hosts take on the Trumps.
According to his new chief of staff, Susie Wiles, Trump plans to issue a number of executive orders on day one. He wants 4 Big Macs, 6 large fries, 2 buckets of KFC. Wiles shared these thoughts at a 3-day conference for the Rockbridge Network, which is a group of right-wing money people co-founded by J.D. Vance. And in addition, he wants to puts executive orders eliminating immigration and his ongoing fight against the climate.
People can't get enough of it. It's like we're all addicted to laughing at the absurdity of it all. So what might this dream team say about Melania? Will they tackle her Be Best campaign or her questionable Christmas decorations? The anticipation is killing us. Well, folks, we don't have to wait any longer. Here's the first joke from their joint roast session. Melania's so used to living with an old, grumpy guy who barely moves, she thought she married the Statue of Liberty. But wait, there's more where that came from. These two are just warming up, and they've got a whole arsenal of jokes ready to fire. It's like watching a comedy tennis match, with Kimmel and Colbert lobbing zingers back and forth. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single serve. Alright folks, time for a pop quiz. What do you get when you mix a billionaire's surprise victory, a former model's poker face, and two comedy kings ready to dissect it all? The answer might shock you, and it's got Kimmel and Colbert in stitches.
Is focused on treating America as one big couch they can all screw together. Wiles headlined the event and indicated that Trump is going to keep holding rallies. You know those rallies he loves? He's going to keep doing them even though the election's over. I don't know, maybe next time all these political experts can publish their articles on where the Democrats went wrong before the election so we don't have this happen. And then you have Elon Musk throwing his weight around. He's basically moved into Mar-a-Lago. That way Americans can stay up to date on the size of the late Arnold Palmer's dong and whatnot. The GOP is expected to win the House now. They already won the Senate, and of course, they won the White House.
Let's rewind to that fateful night in November 2016. Trump Tower was buzzing with excitement, but not everyone seemed thrilled. While Donald was busy tweeting about his tremendous victory, all eyes were on Melania, and boy did she give us a show. Now, Melania's spokesperson swears she was over the moon about the win. They claim she was so confident in her husband's victory, she practically had the champagne on ice. But hold up, not everyone's buying that story. Remember that book, Fire and Fury? It paints a very different picture. According to those juicy pages, Melania was about as happy as a cat in a bathtub when the results came in. Some say they even spotted tears in her eyes, and not the joyful kind. Picture this, the glitzy Trump Tower ballroom filled with red MAGA hats and nervous energy. In walks Melania, looking like she just bit into a lemon. Her face is tighter than Trump's wallet at a charity event. While everyone else is cheering, she's standing there like a statue, probably wondering if it's too late to call backsies on that prenup. Now, I'm no body language expert, but even I could tell something was off. Those who study this stuff for a living say Melania's demeanor that night screamed, "Get me out of here," faster than Trump tweets fake news. They point to her stiff posture, forced smile, and eyes darting around like she's looking for the nearest exit. So what do Kimmel and Colbert make of all this? You can bet they're not letting this golden opportunity slip by. They're probably cooking up jokes faster than Trump can say, "Cough F."
Biden and Trump met for about 2 hours. Trump said they had a really good meeting. He said Biden was gracious and that they really enjoyed seeing each other. I wonder who is dreading this meeting more, Biden or Trump? Probably Biden. It was so weird seeing Trump back in the White House. It's like if there was a sequel to Snakes on a Plane, but this time the plane was all snakes. Last week, Joe Biden was an evil force who weaponized the justice system to put Trump in prison for the rest of his life. Today they had fun.
Will they go for the easy Melania's tears of joy for her lawyer gag? Or maybe they'll take it up a notch with some political satire? Well, folks, the wait is over. Here's their first zinger about Melania's alleged tears. Turns out Melania wasn't crying because Trump won. She was crying because she realized she'd have to redecorate the White House to match his golf courses. But don't touch that dial because Kimmel and Colbert are just getting started. They've got more jokes lined up than Trump has golf trips, and they're ready to serve them up hot and spicy. These two are like a comedy tag team, and Melania's tears are just the appetizer. The main course of roasted Trump is coming right up. Now, if you thought Melania's tears were juicy, wait till you hear about the pillow talk, or lack thereof, in the White House. Turns out there might be more walls between Donald and Melania than just the one he wants to build on the border. Kimmel and Colbert are about to spill the tea on the presidential sleeping arrangements, and it's spicier than Trump's taco bowls. So why does the White House need so many bedrooms? Is it for impromptu sleepovers with world leaders? Nope. Rumor has it the Trumps are putting those extra rooms to use in a way that's got everyone talking. Word on the street is that Donald and Melania are sleeping in separate bedrooms. It's like they're running their own personal Trump hotel right in the White House. Now, this isn't your typical first couple setup. Usually presidents and their spouses share a room like normal married folks. But then again, when has anything about the Trumps been normal? It's like they're playing their own version of House Hunter's White House edition. Speaking of past presidents, most of them managed to share a bedroom without issue. The Obamas, cozy. The Bushes, snug as a bug. The Clintons, well, let's not go there. But you get the point. The Trumps are breaking with tradition faster than Trump breaks his diet. Now, before you start feeling bad for them, remember that some couples actually prefer separate bedrooms. It's not always a sign of trouble in paradise. Some sleep experts say it can even improve sleep quality and relationship satisfaction. Maybe Trump needs his beauty sleep to maintain that orange glow. But let's be real, this juicy bit of gossip is like catnip for Kimmel and Colbert. You can almost see them rubbing their hands together, getting ready to unleash a barrage of jokes. Will they go for the low-hanging fruit and make sleeping with the enemy puns? Or will they take a more highbrow approach and compare the Trump marriage to a badly negotiated trade deal? Well, folks, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. Here's their most biting joke about the Trump bedroom situation. It looks like Trump finally found a way to make Melania pay for a wall, the one between their bedrooms. But hold on to your dinner plates because we're about to enter the dining room. And let me tell you, what goes on there is even juicier than the separate bedroom drama. It's a tale of midnight snacks, presidential cravings, and cholesterol levels that would make a cardiologist faint. Stay tuned because this next course of comedy roast is about to be served piping hot. You've heard of breakfast in bed, but how about cheeseburgers? In Trump's world, the presidential suite is starting to look more like a fast food joint. What's that smell wafting from the Lincoln bedroom? It's not what Honest Abe had in mind, that's for sure. Folks, we've got some juicy news about Trump's late night snacking habits, and it's not pretty. Rumor has it that the former president loves nothing more than chowing down on greasy cheeseburgers while lounging in bed. Talk about a heart attack waiting to happen. Now, you might think presidents would be all about kale smoothies and quinoa bowls, but not our Donnie. He's trading state dinners for drive-through delights. It's like he's running his own personal McDonald's franchise right there in the White House. Picture this. It's 2 a.m., and while most of DC is fast asleep, there's a light on in the presidential bedroom. But it's not because Trump's burning the midnight oil on important policy decisions. Nope. He's elbow deep in a pile of cheeseburgers, mayo dripping onto the presidential seal embroidered on his pajamas. Now, I'm no doctor, but even I know that scarfing down burgers before bedtime isn't exactly a recipe for good health. Health experts are probably having collective heart attacks just thinking about it. They say late night eating, especially fatty foods like cheeseburgers, can lead to weight gain, poor sleep, and a higher risk of heart disease. But hey, who needs a healthy heart when you've got executive orders, right? You can bet Kimmel and Colbert are salivating at the chance to sink their teeth into this meaty topic. Will they go for the low-hanging fruit and make jokes about Trump's expanding waistline? Or will they cook up something more creative, like comparing his late-night eating to his late-night tweeting habits? Well, folks, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. Here's their most outrageous joke about Trump's cheeseburger obsession. Looks like Trump's taking fast food to a whole new level. He's not just eating it, he's becoming it. At this rate, he'll be more Big Mac than man by 2024. But don't put away your napkins just yet because Kimmel and Colbert are just getting started. They've got a whole menu of Trump roasts coming up, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single bite. These two are serving up laughs faster than Trump can say, "I'll have fries with that." Talk about a comedy combo meal. But while we're all enjoying this feast of funnies, there's a storm brewing in Mar-a-Lago. Trump's Twitter fingers are twitching and his face is turning as red as a ketchup packet. Will the commander-in-chief keep his cool, or are we in for the mother of all meltdowns? Let's face it, Trump's not exactly known for his thick skin. The guy's been throwing tantrums over comedians' jokes since he first stepped into the political spotlight. Remember when he called Stephen Colbert a no-talent guy and Jimmy Kimmel a total loser? It's like he's running a daycare, but he's the biggest baby in the bunch. Now, with Kimmel and Colbert teaming up for this epic roast session, Trump's probably feeling more defensive than a porcupine at a balloon factory. These two comedy giants are hitting him with jokes faster than he can say fake news, and you can bet he's not loving it one bit. Trump's Twitter rants about comedians are legendary. He once tweeted that Colbert was very bad at his job and a total loser. And let's not forget the time he called Kimmel a disgrace to the industry. It's like he's got a special dictionary of insults just for late night hosts. But here's the thing, all this mockery isn't just annoying for Trump, it's actually messing with his head. Studies show that when big shots like him get made fun of, it can really stress them out. It's like they're back in high school, getting picked on by the class clowns. And we all know how Trump handles stress, by lashing out like a toddler who's had his candy taken away. So what's Trump gonna do when he hears about this roast? Will he explode like an orange-tinted volcano? Will he tweet up a storm so fierce it'll make a hurricane look like a gentle breeze? The suspense is killing us. Well, folks, we don't have to wait any longer. Here's a sneak peek at what Trump's tweet storm might look like. Kimmel and Colbert are pathetic losers who can't handle the truth. Their jokes are weak and sad. Maybe if they focused on being funny instead of attacking me, their ratings wouldn't be in the toilet. Fake comedy waits mega, but hold on to your MAGA hats, because this comedy roller coaster is about to take another unexpected turn. Just when you think it can't get any better, something's about to happen that'll make Trump's Twitter meltdown look like a warm-up act. Get ready, folks. The best is yet to come. And hold the phone, people. While we're all waiting for Trump to blow his top, someone else from the Trump clan is about to steal the spotlight. And trust me, it's not Don Jr. with another cell phone. This surprise guest is about to turn this roast into a full-blown barbecue. Just as Kimmel and Colbert are catching their breath from delivering their latest zinger, a familiar silhouette appears stage left. The audience gasps. Is that Melania Trump? Yep, the First Lady herself is strutting towards the mic, looking more determined than a bargain hunter on Black Friday. The crowd goes wild. Phones are whipped out faster than Trump can tweet fake news. Even Kimmel and Colbert look like they've seen a ghost, a very well-dressed, stiletto-wearing ghost. Melania's entrance is so unexpected, you'd think she just popped out of a giant cake at a bachelor party. As she glides across the stage, Melania's face is a mix of cool composure and barely concealed amusement. It's the kind of look that says, "I've got a secret and you're all about to be in on it." The audience is so quiet you could hear a hair extension drop. Now, Melania is not exactly known for her stand-up comedy. Her public speaking gigs usually involve reading from a teleprompter with all the excitement of a sloth on sedatives. But tonight, something's different. There's a glint in her eye that suggests she's about to unleash her inner comedian. The tension in the room is thicker than Trump's makeup. What's she going to say? Is she here to defend her husband? To announce her divorce? To reveal she's been a hologram this whole time? The possibilities are endless, and the audience is on the edge of their seats. Melania reaches the mic, adjusts it with the precision of a sniper, and clears her throat. The world holds its breath, and then, with perfect timing and delivery that would make a seasoned comedian jealous, she drops her punchline. I just want to say, I don't really care, do you? The crowd erupts. It's like someone set off a laughter bomb. Kimmel and Colbert are doubled over, clutching their sides. Even the Secret Service agents crack a smile. Melania, cool as a cucumber, gives a little wink and sachets off stage, leaving everyone in stitches. But folks, the night isn't over yet. This surprise appearance has just cranked the comedy dial up to 11, and there's no telling what might happen next. Stay tuned, because this roast is about to get even hotter. Think the show's over. Think again. The curtain may have fallen, but the real drama's just getting started. You know how a tiny pebble can cause a massive avalanche? Well, this roast just dropped a boulder on Washington. Want to see what happens next? As soon as Melania dropped that mic, social media exploded like a can of soda in a paint mixer. Twitter was on fire, with hashtags like "What Melania Burns" and "Roastgate" trending faster than you can say "Cuffy." People were sharing clips and memes of the roast quicker than Trump can demolish a Big Mac. But while the internet was having a field day, you could practically hear the crickets chirping at the White House. Their response? Radio silence. It's like they were all hiding under their desks, hoping this would blow over like a bad hairpiece in a windstorm. Celebrities and politicians couldn't resist getting in on the action. AOC tweeted, "Now that's what I call be best," while Chrissy Teigen posted a video of herself slow clapping with the caption, "Melania for President 2024. Even Mitt Romney, of all people, cracked a joke about needing some aloe for that burn. Now, you might think this is just a bit of fun and games, but political satire packs a punch. Studies show that comedy can shape how people view politicians. It's like a Trojan horse, sneaking ideas into people's heads while they're busy laughing. In this roast, it's the comedy equivalent of a nuclear bomb. So what's the fallout gonna be? Will Trump's base stick by him, or will some of them start to see the emperor's new clothes? Will Melania become the new darling of the left? And what about Kimmel and Colbert? Are they gonna team up for more political takedowns? Well, folks, the results are in, and they're more shocking than Trump's hair in a rainstorm. A surprise poll shows that after the roast, Trump's approval ratings, wait for it, went up by 5 points. Turns out some folks admired Melania for being able to take a joke. Who knew? As the dust settles on this comedy earthquake, one big question remains. In the battle between politics and humor, who really comes out on top? Well, folks, it looks like comedy might just be the secret weapon in the political arena. Who knew laughter could pack such a punch? As we've seen, a well-timed joke can do more than just tickle our funny bones. It can shape how we view the big shots in Washington. So next time you're scrolling through your feed, why not try cracking a joke about the latest political drama? You might just start a revolution, or at least get a few likes. And remember, if the professionals can do it, so can you. Just keep it clever and kind, unlike some orange-tinted politicians we know. Speaking of professionals, word on the street is that Kimmel and Colbert might be cooking up more collaborations. Can you imagine? It's like the Avengers of comedy assembling to take on the world's biggest egos. So keep your eyes peeled and your laugh muscles ready. The political comedy scene is about to get even spicier.